So I saw this YouTube video the other day. Actually, the way this all came about was I saw a book that was advertising like 1800 scales, and I was like, this is so stupid. And then just sort of unrelated, I looked up, I wanted to see what someone was like talking about in regards to teaching the messiaen mode, like the 9-note messiaen mode stuff. And this YouTube video I came across was like the most asinine way to go about teaching this scale. And pretty much what this guy was saying was, you know, like, let's look at this 9-note scale, C, D, E flat, etc. And because of the notes in this scale, we can play it over a major chord, a minor chord, a dominant chord, because those notes are in the scale. And I thought that is the worst way to describe how to use scales generally. You know, scales really should be thought of as a symptom of something that's happening harmonically. Like, okay, I'm spelling out these chords, and therefore I'm in some scale. Like the symptom of playing this harmony comes first. The symptom of playing this harmony is you get this scale. I sometimes even just think of scales as coincidence. Like, coincidentally, when you take a B7 sharp 9 chord and you drop it down a minor third to an A flat 7 sharp 9 chord, and then you drop that down to an F7 sharp 9 chord, and etc., coincidentally you get this 8-note diminished scale. The fact that all those notes all sit neatly within the same 8-note diminished scale, to me, is more of a coincidence. So what's important here is that we were spelling out some harmony. It's a 7 sharp 9 chord moving in minor thirds. So, you know, say you have a G minor chord and you play an A flat 7 sharp 9 kind of sound, a line over it, like to create some tension. You pop up a half step, dominant 7 sharp 9 chord, move it back down to G minor. Were you playing the diminished scale in that moment, or were you just playing an A flat 7 sharp 9? Does it even matter? Let's say you built it out a little bit more. You did like a B7 sharp 9 to an A flat 7 sharp 9, then resulted to G minor. You know, are you playing the diminished scale then because the B7 and the A flat 7 are sitting in the same 8-note scale? I guess it's not really relevant. But what's important is that what's important is what your ears actually hear is a dominant 7 sharp 9 chord dropping down in minor thirds. Let's say you did the same thing, dropping down in a major third. You know what? Actually, let's say you played just the A flat 7 sharp 9 example again. Are you in the messiaen mode because that mode has that coordinate? Maybe not yet. But let's say you've approached it with a C7 sharp 9. So you did C7 sharp down to A flat 7 sharp 9. Okay, are you in the messiaen mode yet? Because those are in that scale. Again, does it even matter? What your ears hear is what matters. You're hearing this harmonic pattern of some sound, 7 sharp 9 in this example, moving in minor or major thirds. So to say that because this scale has these chords in it, we can use it over those chords is really not a good way to think about this stuff. We should really be approaching this thinking about harmony. I like the harmony of dominant 7 sharp 9 chords moving in minor thirds. I like the harmonic sound of dominant 7 sharp 9 chords moving in major thirds. I like the sound of a minor pentatonic dropping down in whole steps. That's not going to sit nicely in a 1-octave scale. But why not call it a scale and sell it? Put it in a book. Like, this is the the Joe Schmo fucking minor half step dropping scale. Like, fuck you. It's a minor 7 pentatonic sound dropping in whole steps. That's just as valid to turn into a scale, I guess, as dominant 7, sharp 9, dropping down to minor thirds or major thirds. And just because it doesn't sit into a nice, neat octave, I guess we don't give it a name, or it's not easy. It's not as easy to sell. So yeah, harmony comes first. Scales are a symptom. I even sometimes might even just use the word coincidence. You know, the fact that certain patterns of harmony sit neatly in an 8-note sequence. They sit within the same 8 notes or 9 notes. Like, you know, who cares? What the ear hears is the pattern. So yeah, keep that in mind.